Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekking It Old School Minecraft Vanilla. Today we're going to be building a sorting system in the center of our eventual Minecraft empire. Just kidding. An automatic sorting system using rails and hoppers. Nothing really terribly new, but it's still a really cool device. And I mean, when you're in a Minecraft world, what you always need is a place to store your stuff. So it's a logical first step. Highly logical, Jim. Anyways, let's get out of my house. We don't need the beef right now. We don't need that beef. Last episode, I mean, this is actually take two of this episode. The first one was a complete fail. Um, I enchanted a pick. I got. I don't have it on me. It was just Unbreaking 3. It was complete shit. Then I grabbed a horse I had found when I was gathering resources for that, which I still don't have enough. It's going to be a work in progress for sure. I found a saddle, and we are like, oh, let's grab a horse. And, well, yeah, the recording was a complete fail on my part. I had already built the foundation for it, so it's not really a huge deal. It's basically just so I know the dimensions, and I don't have to keep guessing myself. Here's my horse, who I've yet unnamed. He's a pretty decently fast fellow. Not a very good jumper, though. Not a very good jumper. So, and here comes a sneeze. Hold on, I'm going to try to mute it. I actually managed to mute it before I sneezed this time. So this would be a multi-story thing. It could be modular. I could make it go up more if I wanted to, but I don't think I will really need that much more space than what I'll have in here. Let's explain the system. So what'll basically happen here is it's set to automatically send the cart on its way around the sorting system, which a lot of this cobble will be replaced with hoppers. I just had it so I could, for ease of building. You put an item in here, the hopper sucks it out and puts it into this minecart. When the thing is empty, it'll send a signal over here, uninvert this. This will go down, letting the signal to go around here, powering the block, which will power the rail underneath, sending the cart on its way. Cart will go up and around to the stop, which is powered, and it'll get sent back, and it'll keep going back and forth. And if it comes back and it still has items in it, this comparator will detect it, send a signal through this block, and power this, and it'll just keep going back and forth until all the items are out. Blah blah, Bob's uncle, and it's done. And it'll sit there waiting. So it's pretty cool. We won't even see we won't even see these tracks and anything, so the cobble doesn't really matter after I'm done building. So basically I could just come in. Oh, I got a bunch of crap in my inventory. Toss. There'll be some miscellaneous chests for stuff that I'm not likely to have a lot of, like lily pads or stuff that's just, or buttons or stuff that I'm just not really gonna have a, chest dedicated to. Even if I'm in the middle of crafting, I could, okay, I'm done with these resources, let's just go craft, put it back in. Like I said, I know I had set up a demonstration thing. I don't actually have any redstone on me. This isn't going to be the definite. So the hopper's up here. The cart will go across and it'll drop into the hopper. And I got it buffered to make it only accept redstone, which is for this demonstration, the redstone chest. And this one is, of course, quartz, or it's nothing actually. And of course the redstone drop in here and drop into the chest. Blah blah blah. Same. These torches down here, I guess, lock them so they don't send more than what they needed. The comparators will decide if there's enough items in here. At 23, I have it buffered at 22. So if a single item more comes in here than any of this, which will be redstone, it'll send the excess redstone down. And that's how the sorting, it picks out the items for the sorting. Basically, top-down thing, repeaters, and this, uninverted this, allowing items to go through, blah, 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 blah. Such things in that nature. Let's test it out. This is empty, right? Okay, there's nothing in there. We'll toss a couple redstone. Just a couple. Like, let's do 5 and test out the system. Okay, and it's like I said, you just drop the item in here, blop. When it's done filling the minecart, it sends the signal. Minecart goes on its way. filling all the chests around, and it'll probably take several runs because it's quite a sizable system. Ooh, fancy. I know the system looks ugly as hell, but if you look in the chest, there's redstone. Usually it'll do one item per run, so yeah, it's gonna take several. But usually I'm not. I don't think I'll be in any hurry for it to drop stuff in there. And of course, like I said, the final hoppers where they're placed, what items are where are not set in stone. It's going to take quite a bit of resources. A lot of redstone and stuff for comparators. There's 5 iron per hopper, and there's going to be just a metric ton of them. So this building is definitely going to be a work in progress. And of course, tons and tons of wood for chests. What I was doing, I don't even think you need to, or maybe you do. I don't know. I was swapping trap chest and regular chest. Just I don't know if you can put. I don't know which one's which because now I have the texture for them, and of course I did it the hard way. Don't have any blocks. Give me a block, please. Never have enough space, that's for sure. And I had brought a bed over here so I could just skip all that crap. It makes me look like I'm prepared, even though originally I was not. So chest. I'm gonna need more blocks. Lots and lots of the blocks. There's blocks in the chest, but I'm too lazy to run all the way over there. Much too lazy. Let's just do a couple. I'm not sure how far I had this over. I'll have to recheck. So I just did regular chest. Can you? Oh, no, you have to alternate it. Okay, so chest, trap chest, chest, trap chest, and of course chest. Trap chest is just a regular chest with a combined with a tripwire hook, and then you can combine them. So it allow a lot of storage. Double chest, all on the line for different items or the same item, whatever your preference may be, or should I say my preference because I'm the one playing here. So my preference. So we're just not going to have the ability. I just don't have the resources to build the entire system of hoppers and such today. Unfortunately, it's going to take quite a bit. Like I said, it's going to be a work in progress. So let's do a couple. We got a couple hoppers. We can make a couple more. I got some more chests. I can't make them with. I think I have to make them with this. Need some quartz. Just need all the stuff. Just give me all the things. And this. Some repeaters, because I made extra repeaters. That was actually smart on my part. Didn't bring any. See, now it's finally done, and it's just the thing. I know I just totally go off on a tangent. Oh, I did not want to get on you. Sorry, as of yet unnamed horse. I need to go back to town. Let's ride our fella over here, or lady over there. Whatever the case we may decide it. Yeah, she's pretty fast. I don't know if it's the fastest horse. I really don't know how, the related speeds. I need to make a hitching post over here, but she ain't gonna get too far while I run in here and grab some stone. Gonna need some more sticks, but I can make that with wood over there. Oh, this horse is actually gonna be useful. Wow. Not a jumper though. Not a jumper at all. Like it jumps like one block. Maybe more if I get it correctly. I have a hard time timing it, but whatever. Okay, we're back over here. Let's make ourselves a couple comparators. Actually, I need more sticks. That's right. That's what we were just going on about. Not that many. Okay, this should make enough. There, we got plenty of sticks now. It's 3 per comparator. Let's just make 12. I don't know if I even have enough resources to need that many, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll set up the system on the cameras. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 4. Okay. And of course, you need quartz, so you need to go to the nether. Got our comparators. Good. I got plenty of this, plenty of that, and everything else in between. Sun's about to go down. Don't want to get swarmed by the zombie apocalypse after night. We are good. Let's make some more hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest in the middle. Couple more comparatives. Let's comparator. Let's sleep the night away with our trusty handy bed. And get over here and construct more. Hopefully I don't get lag. What had happened in the other video was I was constructing this and my frame rate died. I mean, holy hell, what the fuck, died. Just terribly died. I went down to like 2 frames per second. I couldn't get rid of it for nothing. For nothing at all. So yeah, bit of an annoyance. We'll just continue along the path here. Duke, 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 duke. How much did I make? 4 worth, I think. I have 8, so it's 2 per. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, yeah, enough for. Okay, let me go like this. Below needs to go the repeaters. They don't need to be extended. Just standard ticks. We need to switch this to this. Never enough inventory space. Basically, we're doing this number. And then we put the comparators facing that way. Basically, you want the side with the 2 prongs facing the hoppers because that's the side that detects the items. Click, 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 and click. Okay, now we just need to put our hoppers here. Like I said, a lot of this cobble will be gone. I'm just trying to make sure. I just was trying to build across and basically set it up, and I removed my stepping dirt. A lot easier to build this in creative, I'll give it that. Let's put something away so I could. Basically, the top hoppers have to be facing nothing. If they can't be facing down, it's just something with the system. I don't know the exact science, but they have to be facing nothing, so you have to place them against. Don't place them against each other. Place them against something, so they're may be hard to see, but the little prongs down here are facing this way. They're facing basically air. No inventories for them to try to insert stuff in them, basically. You don't want any chests or anything that they can insert into. And below, of course, can't get it over there, these ones are facing the chests. So you just shift, click the chests with these hoppers, and now they are ready to go. Now we need 4 redstone torches for below to lock them. 3, 4. I don't know if I could even get under there. Yeah, click, 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 click. Put our dirt back. There's really little to no underground wiring needed for this system. I mean, it's basics. It's pretty basic and easy to set up. That's why I like it so much. Yeah, it has a bit of a footprint. I mean, you got to stick this out to the sides. Excuse me. So if you're building something nice around it, your building's going to be wider than the actual inside by a good bit. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. When the chests are just all the way over here, so like 4 extra thick of wall. But you know, it's a pretty neat system. So I'll finish the rest of it in my own time. You've seen how it works. We got plenty of chests. I'll have to collect more wood and go all the way around. I'm going to leave the 2 spaces on the end. So because basically the other chest over here will go right to this edge. And you won't be able to get to it anyways after building. We do need to put the rails back. And rails, yes, they can go on top of hoppers, obviously. Otherwise the system wouldn't work. So there you go. Automatic sorting system. Pretty. Not cheap. I mean, you don't have to make it this big. You can make a small system that's just like that long. But, I mean, I like this building to have longevity. So, you know, it's going to be around a while. Might as well make it to spec. Now I get to mess with quartz. And jungle wood. Because jungle wood's the building material of choice. And I didn't even grab the building wood. Okay. Let's grab all this. Some of this needs to be made into stairs. For whatever reason I choose it to be. We're going to need some slabs. I don't know how many of those I need. Okay, let's combine. Oh, I don't get it. I didn't get a full stack of quartz. Let's get a full stack. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't remember how to make all the various slab stuff. I know I need some stairs, so let's grab some stairs out of this. Okay, got some stairs. I think you have to make slabs. Is it just two on top? Oh, okay. Okay. Gonna need a metric ton of this stuff. Just like ridiculous amount. Alright, let's get started on making this area look nice. So click, 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 clerk, clerk. Maybe another. Yeah. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Not gonna be an easy thing to do. Let's just put this over temporarily so I can get the top. There we go. Did it corner properly? Yes. It's a lot easier to build this stuff in creative. That's for sure. I did a whole live stream of it in creative. We were testing out ideas and just what I liked. And I liked this idea. So, don't need you for now, block. So that's going to look nice. Just trying to remember how exactly I did it. Alrighty. Alrighty. Where's all my dirt? Did I just toss all the dirt back in here? Need some temporary building blocks to make it a little easier on myself and my nearly broken pick. Duke. Alrighty. Trying to remember how exactly I did this. Pillar blocks, of course, a horse. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Not gonna see it anyway. So basically, I'd come in. There would be something behind it too. I think that's what we did. Yeah, because you could put a block. Just something. Because the card will still fit in that one high space. This way something's behind it and it looks a little bit nicer. You can't quite block everything, but you know, you do what you can. And I think I did. I may have went one more chest over here, so I'm trying to remember how exactly I did it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I think I had that as something else. I think I had that as regular oak, which I don't have on me. Let's go grab a tree real quick. Luckily, there's just so many handy trees right nearby. Yeah, oak wood. For a little bit of differentiation. Don't want it to just be solid. I mean, in this texture pack, I actually like the jungle wood. It actually looks nice in this texture pack, in my personal opinion. I'm supposing that these have to go higher as well. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna look to see what I did in the creator so I can remember, because it's been a while. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. You know, not many people like jungle wood. I guess, I mean, in vanilla it's ugly, but when you kind of contrast it with the white quartz, especially in this texture pack, which looks really nice, the reddish, like brown look of the jungle wood really is a really nice contrast to it. So I saw what I did wrong. Anyways, let's get up here. I needed to go up further. This was actually 4 up, and I just totally blocked myself off. 1, 2, 1, 2. And over here was a glowstone light in the wall. If I could actually put it on my bar so I could look at it. That's what we did. And then we just need our complete lack of stairs. Yeah, complete lack of stairs. Did I put the stairs back? No, I just literally don't have any more. Wow. Okay, we can make more. It's gonna take a ton of quartz. I'm gonna be to the nether so much times for this, it's not even funny. But quartz is a nice looking block. So there we go. Now we need our side walls. This is going up because there's going to be a miscellaneous chest here. A chest, as it were. As it were. As it were, peoples. As it were. And this is where it's going to start curving for the arc of the entrance. It's going to be an open entrance. You're just going to be walking right into it. I think I like a lot of my buildings to be just walk into it. You know, open area. You know, like old times, you just walk in, no fancy doors or crazy stuff needed. Just walk right into it. And I have, you know, I'm going to have guardians for my various buildings. I'm going to have like a tether and an iron golem. Or a leash, I guess to say, or a lead. I call them tethers because they're basically just that same deal. I put a post here at the entrance, tether, and a iron golem, or sorry, a lead and an iron golem. And he won't be able to run off, but he'll still be stuck to the door and protecting it. So I think that'll be a pretty neat idea. And of course here, a bit of a thing because I can't put anything there that'll block the tracks. I wanted... Actually, in my build I had glowstone. Glowstone's plentiful. I'm just gonna do it. I had glowstone under it. Boink. And what I had here, since I can't craft it in my own inventory, do I have any in the chest? I do have plenty of trap chests. Was a miscellaneous chest. Yeah, you might be able to see behind it a little bit. There'll be a wall on the other side, of course, so it won't be terrible, but I can't block it because if I put a block here, it'll be blocking the cart. The cart will go up, but it won't be able to come back down. So, yeah, not going to be able to do that. Still, it's a pretty nice look, and I like it. Back here was just solid blocks. And of course there's just chests. There's just chests. The chest actually came out to here on my thing. So, and above that, what I did is I just put. I'll cover these up for now. I could remove them later and put, fix up the whole thing. And on top of those, leading in there, above that'll be more chests. So click, 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 click. There'll be another row of chests, and it'll go all the way around. I'm not going to do it right now because, well, that's how it is. That is how it is. What did I come over here looking for? Oh, not for this, but for... I need, yeah. One tether on the front of the building will be for the iron golem. The next, lead. The next lead will be for the so it's either here or here. I'm gonna put it here for now. So then there's one over here, and one of the leads will have an iron golem stuck to it, and the other one you can just run up your horse and just walk right in the building, drop off your crap. If you have miscellaneous stuff that not going to really be stored, like I said, stuff that you don't really have a lot of, like trip wires or buttons or just miscellaneous crap, maybe tools or whatever that you don't need, maybe store some extra tools in one of them. And in the center will be your crafting station with a couple furnaces. And of course nearby this building, I know I've not built a lot of it, but It's like I said, it's gonna be a big work in progress. And when I have more of it built out, of course, we'll do that. And I could probably just make a whole bunch of more chests right here. Excuse me. Thank you. Um, I forget how to make the tripwire hooks. So, we ain't gonna worry about that right now. I'll do more off camera. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time off camera. But anyways, as I was saying before I get off on a tangent, so I'm so ADD when it comes to conversation. Over here will be like a reception station. And what I mean by reception station is it'll be a railway to my mines. Because my mines are going to be over in the extreme hills. And what happens is I'll be done there. I'll have smelting, like an auto smelter, which will be another really cool thing using a similar rail system to this. It'll send the rail and it'll auto smelt whole bunches of stuff. And then I'll drop it in a chest. It'll get sent all the way over here. Put into, like, obviously chests. But, um, and then I could just grab it and dump it in this chest from here, so I don't have to keep carrying back a whole bunch of stuff. I can just grab massive amount of stuff each run, send it along the rail, excuse me, and the reception station it'll have it'll just drop the stuff off at the reception station, and then I'll just walk into the storage building, like, oh, here you go, here's all the stuff sorted out, blah blah blah. It'll save me a lot of trouble. This way, I can just dump stuff in there. It'll send over here and I could go back to mining without having to run back and forth. So it'll be really nice. And of course we're going to have tons of buildings in this area. Not just this. Like I said, this is one of the first buildings I wanted to do because it's storage. When you're trying to building stuff, you need a storage. You need a good thing. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to cut it for just a little bit. We're going to see how long we've been recording. If it's been long enough, we'll stop the episode. If not, I'll go collect some more stuff, build, finish off a little bit more of the hoppers, and then we'll come back and we'll build some more. If not, we'll see in a minute. Either way, we'll see in a minute. So I'll see you in a minute. And we're back. It needed sound effects, okay? The sound effects were necessary, completely necessary. So we got our bottom shelf. Anybody wondering? Okay, well, if they're all the way up there, I'm gonna have to be all the way up here trying to reach them. Well, I've worked out a system. It's not really that complicated to get them down further, so you could actually move them down, so you could actually reach them from below. And of course, I made all the comparators. For some reason, these two are. Oh, that's because I actually haven't had them set and messed with before. Yeah, they actually have items in them. So, yeah, see, when there's no items, there's no signal. And of course, there's not going to be redstone in there because they're locked. They're locked to determine if there's more than 20. If there's more than 22, which would be 23 or over. So let's get on this next level. I got just regular chest, and this will be where the items are stored. But it's too far. Usually, the chest from up here would only be one below. They'd be right here. And that'd be really far from the ground they'd have to be reaching. So all I did is I mainly... There, problem solved. I mean, quite literally, problem solved. And then up here you just alternate. It'd just be single chests. It's a little bit of a buffer. So maybe on top I would have all like the items that have lots of stuff in them, like cobble, so to at least have a chest plus of cobble at any given time, or a chest plus of stone, stuff that has a lot of items. At least I could have an extra chest and a hopper worth of buffer if necessary. And if I'm on the ground, I could be like, oh, yeah, I could grab this easily. Just look up a bit, because up there it'd be like, get out there. So yeah, they'll trickle down, and it'll be a lot easier to grab from the top. And 2 rows of like chests on both sides should be more than sufficient to store just about everything I'd need. At least I'm hoping. One could only hope. And of course, that was a regular, so I only have so many chests. And I have to hopper all of them. To do the hopper thing up here. And of course, there'd be a hopper above that, underneath that. So Yeah, lots and lots of hoppers. Hoppers for days. And what I do up there is simply, yeah, just do that. This way it hides the hoppers and it looks nice. Kind of goes with the bottom layer a little bit. Might have to do it from up here. And such. So you can still open them. It kind of goes with the bottom layer and it trickles down really nice. So let's just work on this entrance just a little bit. I did have it right, by the way. This bit, I had it right. It can be hard to do. Like when I'm designing this stuff, or if I'm just not doing, I'm not recording, I could remember stuff like and I don't have any more junglewood planks. Well, I can remember stuff like it ain't nobody's business. Don't have to put torches on the right or left when I'm in, caving. Don't have to do none of that business. When it comes to recording, though, it's like my mind just erases. It's like I have a photographic memory when I'm not recording, but the second I start recording, forget about it. Forget about it. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't no bit of that gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen is what's happening. And of course, we have to do the same on this side. I think it was like this. Yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult to get this one. Oh, we thought we had it, but we didn't. Simple fix. Simple fix. Simple fix. I don't have an axe anymore. I broke it. I broke it. Let's just put some here for now. Probably placeholders. Just trying to get the entrance, shown in such a manner of entrances. And it's basically the same deal on both sides. And then we do it again, and there's a chest right here. And of course, and more of these. I think the chest on this side is actually dug in a little bit. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Yes, of course, a horse, a horse. And I think here was the chest of values. And then we just walk in. I think that has to be wider. I do. I think it has to be wider. Because I think it's supposed to go up, because there's this, and it has to go here. And there was like a slabs. I think that's what the deal was, yeah. Oops! I don't have the means to even cut this stuff. I don't even have no more iron. I used every last bit of my iron. But we'll continue this building in the next episode, as I have no more iron or anything to continue with anyways. I'll have to do some caving and general. Of course, I'm not going to get very far with it on the lead. Give me my lead. I wish I'd just give you back the lead and not just like throw it in the ground in front of the horse. Hi ho, silver! Away! Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit of technical stuff, but it's going to be a really cool build. And of course, it looked better when it's done. It was kind of piecemeal, but already starting to take shape. We got our part where we just drop off our resources. We got some miscellaneous chests on both sides. Cart that'll auto sort everything else. Won't even have to worry about it. No running back and forth trying to put everything in its right spot. Everything will be nice and organized. We'll have a nice storage building going forward, so we can just go in here and grab whatever we need for building. I mean, granted, I'll still have to go resourcing and stuff, but yeah, it's going to be pretty nice, I think. And I just love the contrast between the white quartz and the reddish jungle wood. It's an underappreciated block, I believe. But it looks nice in this case. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you liked the episode, leave a like. It helps me a lot. It helps my videos get noticed. I'll see you all next time. Nay.